guys, welcome! In the upcoming patch update, another round of skill adjustments and balance tweaks will be introduced that will shake the meta. And in this video, we'll focus on the changes affecting Heinrich, Assassin, Hela, and the Super Novice job. These classes are not so popular in the current meta due to a variety of issues such as lack of damage or challenging gameplay. Hopefully, these changes can bring up the usage rate of these classes in both PvE and PvP. Alright, without further ado, let's begin. First, let's take a look at the buffs for the Heinrich hero class. First, the casting range of Fire Strike is extended from 2 meters to 4 meters. With a longer casting distance, it will become easier for Heinrich to approach his targets. It also minimizes the risk of getting hit by melee attacks and crowd control skills. Second, the Eternal Night passive now includes 2 additional benefits. First, when using Fire Strike on monsters, Heinrich's HP will no longer be reduced to 1 point. And second, it now grants immunity to HP loss, supplementing the current immunity to physical and magic damage. These adjustments will most likely reduce the risk of dying to random skills, enhancing his overall survivability. It also provides a window of opportunity to safely disengage from combat and activate the protection and healing from the monthly passive. Third, the Starlight passive now grants additional 1% damage for every 6 vid instead of every 8 vid. This will further boost the damage of his White Star attack sequence by around 9%. Fourth, the effect of Rune of Pure Blood has been adjusted from increasing neutral damage to increasing all elemental damage. This is an incredible change since Heinrich often uses elemental converters to take advantage of the elemental weakness of the target. If you already have high value for this rune, then consider yourself very lucky. And fifth, Heinrich's exclusive weapons, Sword of Empire and Blade of Empire, now grants additional 5% auto-attack damage when upgraded to tier 4. Thus, when equipped with these 2 weapons, he can benefit from extra 10% AA damage. These buffs to Heinrich will not only enhance his damage output, but also optimize the gameplay experience, especially in PvE. Next, we have several buffs for Assassin class. First, Full Black Claw has been adjusted once again, wherein the devs finally removed the below 60% HP condition to trigger the effect. Thus, their targets will receive 30% more poison damage and 150% more AA damage for the full duration of Full Black Claw, regardless of their target's HP. In addition, Full Black Claw now has the ability to automatically proc the Poison Cast Easier skill on the target. Poison Cast is an essential debuff that reduces the target's max HP and increases the poison damage dealt on the target. Hence, combining it with Full Black Claw eliminates 1 skill in his attack rotation. Second, Soul Erosion has an additional effect wherein it increases the poison element counter coefficient by 0.2 when attacking monsters with poison damage. Thus, Blade Soul's damage potential will be further enhanced, especially in PvE. Third, Soul Chain Constraint has an additional effect wherein linking a target with Soul Chain reduces a target's movement speed by 48%. Thus, aside from having a chance to immobilize the enemy for 5 seconds, they will also be slowed down by Soul Chain. And fourth, Soul Intimidation has an additional effect that gives Dark Illusion a 100% chance to cast Soul Chain on the enemy. This is another optimization to the gameplay experience of Blade Souls as it reduces another skill in his attack rotation. Up next, we have a buff affecting Hela's offensive ability in PvE. Her Cascade passive skill has a new effect wherein she gains 2% damage increase against monsters per 5 points of int, dex, and luck that she has. This means that if she has 200 points in all of these 3 attributes, she'll gain an 80% damage boost in PvE. Hela is rarely used in clearing dungeons, so this buff might improve her usage rate. And lastly, we have a buff for the magic build of Super Novice, wherein the Soul Gathering rune has a new 3rd line effect that grants plus 50% ignore MDef to Storm Gust and Thunderbolt when under improved concentration status. The generation probability for this line is 100%, and all existing runes will directly activate this effect. This new 3rd line effect promotes flexibility in building magic novas. As an example, they can now replace the Devil's Skull offhand with other Shard Web or Wisdom Totem since they only need 150% Ignore MDef for PvE. So that's it for the class balance adjustments for Heinrich, Assassin, Hela, and Super Novice coming in the next update. What do you guys think about these changes? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, that's it for this video guys. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed watching this guide. If you're new here, I'd love for you to consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you back. Thank you for watching and see you in our next episode.